Stepping through the village square, strangers whisper if they dare. My path is clear but is unknown. Step aside or catch my glare. My business is my own, no need for you to stand or stare. My quest is mine to bear, I'm telling you, just mind your own. Treasure gleams in the morning light, wanderers beware my might. I delve to dungeons deep and unknown. Hear my words now, mind your own. My business is my own, no need for you to stand or stare. My quest is mine to bear, I'm telling you, just mind your own. Be afraid of my might, I lick my paws in plain sight. Fire started by my might, my business is my own. Campfires are not enough, no! Burn it all and blame someone else. Fellow travelers or strangers know my business is my own. My business is my own, no need for you to stand or stare. My quest is mine to bear, I'm telling you, just mind your own.
Welcome, Dungeoneers. As we get started tonight, our business is our own. But we want you to participate as well, so I guess it's not. Uh, Welcome. Thanks. Looking through the list over here to get caught up. Thanks, Tempest Thema, for the follow 7 days ago. Yeah. We did it last week. Yeah. So banter and babble is here. So Tone be here. Tone's got, man, that dude's been busy doing all sorts of stuff, and he's trying to find time to play WoW at the same time. Mr. Lathis is here. Right. He's got all he's definitely going to be split screen because he's going to be playing WoW, watching Raw, and listening to us. So that's a full schedule. Mr. Lathis has been a little under the weather, so he's hopefully feeling better now, for sure. So yeah, so last week we ended up just doing kind of a Q&A thing. So that was fun. I always enjoy those. They're really chill to do and sit around and talk about the world's longest puzzle that you guys didn't solve. Um but it's okay. It's okay. It was only like legendary gear that you could have had. But um yeah, so this week, don't forget to check out Let's Set the Tone, episode 12 with, has it been 12 already? Jesus, that's a lot. With Wintzilla. So you might have, even though we've talked about it several times. That's where Tone, if he has a new guest, he grills them with personal questions and things that he finds out with his investigative reporters. Um, but it's also where he brings a guest on and they pick and talk about a particular topic. Wintzilla does, he's got this world building stuff he does with action figures. And there's like, it's like a real world with lore. You got to watch the episode. I had it on today. Like it's in depth, really big. You cannot hear everyone. That's because I had them muted. So fix that. Thanks. And He
Good. Well, that
also
embarrassing question won't be revealed to Tone, so he will be okay.
he'll know.
Good.
He always knows. He sees you when you're sleeping. He knows when you're awake. Yeah. And there's also a new episode of, and you don't know about this one either, probably, The World According to Tone, which is he unboxed the HasLab Ghost from Rebels, this massive 30-some pound action figure ship that I don't know where he's going to
I'm
put
so
it.
sad I missed that.
Yeah, it's up on YouTube. So yeah, lot going on in that world. I think they're working out a new schedule for Banter and Babel, so they'll have that information as they get rolling with that. It's always tough after you take some of those late year breaks, but we're charging in to 2025 as we do as a society. I saw there were some tsunami warnings coming because there was some earthquake off the coast of Japan today. Probably just Godzilla, because let's just turn it up to 11. And yes,
And we've got like wildfires, or you got a blizzards coming in, the coldest it's been on the other side. Why not a tsunami?
Yeah, this is, I think, the most snow we've ever gotten here.
Yeah.
So yeah, and it's burning the other side. So yeah, I feel
Yeah.
like Heat Miser and Cold Miser got in a fight, and it didn't end at Christmas. They're just still going at it. So
They put a big dividing line across the United States. What's that Amazon show with the castle, the Man in the High Castle style,
I've
like
never seen
right
that.
up the Appalachian or
So
Rockies.
So yeah, a lot going on. Half-ass beer review has had some stuff going on in his life, so keep him in your thoughts. He'll be bringing back. He released some content recently. Um, got some reviews back out there, but this was a busy time of year, so he's taking care of that and some other things. So hope to see him back producing lots of videos in the future. So Mr. Lathis is redeeming something. Bishop's recalibration. I think that gives you advantage or something. I have to look.
Advantage.
Advantage on your next save, attack, or skill check. Okay. So, any other news coming up? I mean, there is some stuff in the works, but we're not ready to reveal any of that. Just stay tuned to the YouTube channel. We could have some new YouTube stuff coming in the near future. But how about y'all? Anything important, pertinent?
Just trying to stay upright.
I understand that. And if you hear a
Full-time
noise, you hear some kind of whizzing noise or something, it's a dice roller. And it's a fidget spinner, and I play with it all day.
Was that the fidget spinner you were playing with last week? That
Yeah.
that promo cards. It's like, what the fuck is that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is that noise?
Mr. Lathan, this is the new DM. There you go. Swapping everything out. I must get on the ship and ride away with Galadriel and all of those folks. Yes. Yes. Yeah, that's not even a hesitation there. Also, that actress, Kate Blanchett, is fantastic in almost everything she does. And she's a super nerd. I guess like she didn't even read the script when they offered her the role for Galadriel. She's just like, yes. And then she told Peter Jackson if they needed her in The Hobbit, she said, yes, find a spot for me to be there. Cause like, she just loves it. And I love that.
Nice. Love to hear the enthusiasm.
She is fantastic in The Aviator as well, playing one of the classic actors. So Marsland's poor ears don't like the spinner. He doesn't like anything set above a volume of 3.
Well, you keep assaulting them with all these harsh sounds. You're gonna blow my eardrums out.
It's because his ear hair still grows on the inside of his ear.
Yeah,
as opposed to us. On the outside, because we're old.
I like to braid it. I braid it into the beard. Yeah.
Pretty fascinated by how long it can get unnoticed. I'm like, oh.
But without further ado, let's get into the dungeon. All right, let's get some music on here. All right. The last time the dice were rolled effectively, the party had learned of Drusella's trial in front of the queen and the other district managers. Receiving the summons at their home to speak on their behalf and to receive a favor for all the benefits they've bestowed upon the city, the party went and spoke to the queen. After trying their hardest to negotiate the favor of all the district managers, it came down to a decision from the queen herself. After laying down a descriptive and convincing argument, they convinced the queen to let Drusella stay in her role as long as she revealed to the city who she actually was. Leaving the queen, the party steps outside and began splitting up to sing the praises of Pora Shadowspark in various areas of the city. And that's where we pick up tonight.
All right, so I'll start off. I'm gonna pick some of the. We'll start off in Beggar's Market, and then make sure I've got that spell on there. I believe I've still got Create Food and Water, and as part of the restoration effort, I'll cast Create Food and Water and disperse that as needed, and then remind everybody that it was mainly due to the efforts of Pora Shadowspark that the city was saved.
Okay. So that's where you're going?
Yep.
So we'll switch to Gwenton. What are you
Pretty
doing?
sure I was asked to go to the chapel.
Okay. All right, so you're
So-
heading to the temple?
Yeah, I'll head there and talk to everyone. Just try to get like a lay of how they each view Pora Shadowspark as a person versus anything else right now. Just see if they still have the stigma about it.
Okay. Justinian, where will you be going?
I don't know what section I was assigned to.
You weren't.
You weren't.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't
Okay.
think everyone was.
oh, okay. Then I will go to well, he already went to Beggar's Market, so I will go to the ship area, the docking area for the ships.
Okay. And Bishop?
Real quick, did the doc DM not like her? Last, I'm only asking
You're in
because
luck,
I feel.
I can see.
Because I'm only asking because I feel like we wouldn't go places where like the DM has this huge stigma against the academy.
I think the doc was good.
The North Dock, the North Docks voted in favor.
Okay.
The Silver Docks voted against.
And which one's our boat at?
The North Docks.
Okay, that's the one I was heading to.
Okay. All right. And Bishop, where were you going? Sorry.
I'm gonna have to step away in a minute, but I'm just wandering the city, still helping clean up.
Okay. All right. So we'll start with an Axamander. Roll a D100. And
Yes, I don't belong, I guess.
Oh.
I thought you were going. I thought
Okay.
Where you're going to the tower, so we already know anyways.
Yeah.
You're already going to where they like her.
Some things I don't have to ask.
I was gonna go around the West Shards, maybe.
Okay.
He's gonna go hang out in his own room there at the tower.
Hey, Drisk, do you like Drusilla?
Check yes or no.
I don't like anyone.
All right, so an Axamander, you rolled a 72.
72.
All right, you were able to successfully convince most of the people you talked to in Beggars Canyon that if a vote were to present itself for her staying in that position, that they would be in favor of supporting her.
Am I there most of the day?
Yep.
Okay.
I would say all of this is going to take you into the evening. This was first in the morning. You're spending your time in these areas.
Mm-hmm.
Quentin, we'll do you there at the temple. D100.
What dice do I have?
That's 270. That's weird. That's weird. You got the same thing as an Axamander.
Digital dice.
Some copy pasting going on.
It's physics.
I don't even know what dice I rolled. They were like colorful.
I know. I just looked to see what the new
Aurora.
dice were.
They're
those are
Aurora
Borealis.
Borealis. Yeah.
Those are the new ones. Yeah.
They auto-equipped?
They did for me.
Weird.
All right. You weren't able to convince all of the various religions that are there, but most of them, a lot of them just didn't care, considering it's a magic thing and not their quarter. So they. But
not caring isn't hating poor Shadowspark.
yes, that is true.
So what I hear is I 100% this thing.
All right, Justinian.
All right, D100.
Yep.
There we go. 39.
Okay.
You were a little less successful in convincing those there. You remember from your meeting with those that the folks that work in the docks are a little less inclined about the people in the Mage's Tower because they don't do a whole lot to help them. So you struggled a bit getting people to stay loyal to the current leader of the academy.
Right.
Marsland.
Me. What am I rolling?
D100. Welcome to the table.
Well, I can't hear you with all this distracting.
I'm not getting any of that now.
Well, Jeremy and I at least are both getting it, so I'm not going crazy.
Still?
Yeah, still it's
Yeah,
constant. It's like every couple seconds.
I'm not getting that at all.
Sometimes it affects your talking voice too.
Well, I can't help the upload that I've got.
Come
It's not-
here and upload.
Get better internet.
I did have a weird sound when I had Twitch open on the computer, so
I'm gonna try closing Twitch. Nope.
I literally switched over to my phone and it went away.
Yeah, I'm not getting anything dropped, so should
Might be
good.
the song. Or something to do with the song interface. Oh. Anyway.
Anyways.
You get my roll?
Give me a second. I had to fix something.
BRB.
I'll be right here.
Yeah, anyways. 83. Okay. Yeah, you're pretty successful in I would say with the sheer size of the West Shards and considering there's not just like open areas to convince people, it's going to take you longer than everyone else because everyone else is in smaller sections right now, and you are in quite a large swath of the city.
Wait a second.
It's pretty much all this blue stuff on the west side of the city. So for those watching, so that it all makes sense, it's all this here where number 5 is. That's the West Shards. It's dark blue area. So.
Yep. Yeah.
So that's good. And then we have Bishop, who is not here, so I will roll for Bishop. He got a 2.
A 2? No.
So he wasn't really, he was helping around other people. He might have mentioned it a few times, but it wasn't a priority to him anyways. So I think that is everybody now. All right. So as the evening progresses forward, how do I have 3 people gone?
Oh God.
Where did everybody go?
There. Now we have 3 here. Okay. There's the normal roll. that is true.
You said his area was the largest, so we figured, hey, we got time to go grab a bite to eat, drink, sit back.
Okay, so you all return home. Marsland not yet, so I'll say Gwenton and Axamander, since you're both here. Is there anything you'd like to do as you return home?
Well, how are your adventures in Naxamander?
I've got Beggar's Market in good favor with poor Shadowspark. So, there's still always work to be done there and helping to restore people back to society and help them when they have fallen short with what life has thrown at them. But rest assured, with the power that Tyr has bestowed upon me, I will help them. And how about you?
For the most part, it seems like everyone at the various religions were more in favor than not, or either in favor or didn't care. The only thing is, we can't spend too much time on just talking up her as a person. We have other stuff we need to get done.
We have a world that's ending, and we should probably address it. So I think this is the minimum that we can do at this time. And then we should probably discuss that with everyone else.
Mm-hmm.
Well, what are your thoughts?
I'm gonna change the gears just a second on that conversation and say you all ran into each other as you were coming back to the house. So you're just kind of talking as you're walking up to the house. But as you approach the house, you hear just a bunch of commotion in the house. Screaming. Not like in pain, but yelling, things getting knocked over.
Is Crow back?
We're rushing in. I'm rushing in.
We're gonna rush in. Crow, you're back.
What do we see when we rush in?
Yeah. What do we see?
When you step inside, there's some tables overturned. You just see Bryn. She's got a broom in her hand, and she's like comes running out of the western hallway, and like just kind of looks at you and just runs upstairs, and you just hear her, "Get back here!"
That's all we saw was just Bryn running.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're gonna run after her. Yeah.
I'm still not back, right?
No.
Okay.
We're gonna run back. We're gonna run back into her, and I'll stand in front of her. Mace out. What happened?
You just hear crashing and cluttering, and then all of a sudden, from around the corner, flying straight at you, you see this like almost translucent white creature with a long nose and bat-like wings, and it's flying at you, and it just goes, "Ah!" and just flies past you and just kind of pushes right through you and like over the banister and over to other parts of the house.
What in the nine hells is that?
What did we just see?
So it looks familiar because these were the creatures that were in the plane of air the last time you were there.
Oh gosh!
Around the corner comes Bryn with a broom, and she's just got like a rage in her eyes as she's running forward with the broom.
Brent, stop! We've seen these things before. I'm guessing it's a messenger that, and I'll just jump over to Bannister and try to follow him. Okay. Come on now, man! I'm not falling at all, ever.
And
so does it look like it's trying to lead us out of the house?
No.
Oh, okay.
It went down the hallway.
Running.
Yeah, it went down the hallway toward the library.
All right.
Oh,
we follow it. We follow it.
Okay, I would say at this time, Bishop and Justinian, like you're walking in and you're seeing the kind of the chaos in the house, and Anaximander and Gwynton are kind of rushing down the hallway to the west. And as you two enter the library is like destroyed. Books are everywhere.
No!
There's torn pages kind of floating in the air, and it's standing in the corner, and it has a book, and it's got the pages open. He's like acting like he's gonna rip more pages out. I'll do it. Tell me where the Unsparkers are.
We are the Unsparkers.
Stop this vile creature, please.
Oh,
you're okay.
Oh, well, this is awkward. And he shuts the book. Where's that little one with the broom?
Did she stop when we said like stop her? She's still running around.
Yeah, she's not far behind you though. She just kind of around the corner wielding the broom.
She's over there, but we told her we recognized what you were. I don't think she's going to attack you if you don't do anything to provoke her.
I did nothing. I just appear right in front of her. She screams. I scream. She grabbed and chased me.
I mean, that's a natural reaction when something suddenly appears in front of you have never seen before.
Anyways.
Come on, let's get out of here and go to wait for the rest of the party to get here.
Well, we've got some time. Let's try and pick up the books. I know you have a message for us. However, why don't you help us put this place back to right?
Sure. And you see him over there, and he just goes.
Okay, all right.
And the books are flipping over, and the scrolls are on, and it's shoving all the books over to one side of the room. There, nice path. Walk right through.
Oh, Marston and Lamar are gonna have probably a heart attack when they see this.
I just sit down and start casting mending on any books that I find that I can match pages to books as fast as I can. Like, oh, yep, page 67.
Has anyone seen page 67?
Looking for page 67. It's about trees. Trees.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
Justinian's there?
Yeah.
Okay.
And
Everyone's
Bishop.
there but Marsland.
But Marsland. All right.
You had me not come back on purpose.
You chose the West Shars, man.
You did choose the West Yards.
Let's not tell Marsland about this right
Just
now. Let's hold off.
Just keep bringing me books to fix.
Yeah, we may be able to rectify this. Messenger, why don't you have a seat?
I'm fine.
Okay.
He's just there hovering. Yeah, he's just hovering. His wings are flapping. You can see, like with every other flap, like pages swirling up from the wind underneath the.
We're gonna ask him to
out in the foyer, please. Wait out in the foyer by the door out there, please. Bren, can you look after our guest?
He goes kind of around you, sees Bren. No! Backs up against the wall.
I'm gonna go out with him.
Okay.
I'm not worried about fixing Marsden's things. I'll probably make a worse mess out of it. I'm gonna ask Bren if she could go back to whatever she was doing before he appeared.
That thing,
Thank you, Bren,
comes near me. We're done.
I mean, it's less frightful than the other thing we had in the house when you got here.
She's like pointing at the end of the broom and pointing it at the mephit. Just
what is it called? A mephit?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like it's like an imp. Yeah, it's like an imp.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll walk out to the foyer with him and.
Okay. Bishop, what are you doing? We can't hear you.
Standing there.
Oh,
I'm just standing there.
At the entrance, or
Yep.
So you walk out there, and you see
people are running back and forth. The mephit's running, and he's just.
What's happening?
So you see Gwenton come out and the creature behind him.
well, Bishop, it seems we have a message from the air pillar, but he also distracted everyone else. So
another day ending in Y.
you're not wrong on that one, my friend. And I believe we're just gonna wait till Marsden gets back, so he doesn't have to tell his message, 10 times to everybody.
Okay, so we'll say 20 to 30 minutes go by. Marsden, you come in and you see this creature just flapping there, just staring at you. Bishop's just there.
It's just the entire time it's just hovering there.
Yep.
Where is Lomar, by the way? Is Lomar back over in the New Smyrna?
He was sent to study things.
Yeah.
That's what I thought. Okay.
We never heard back from him from the first round, though.
It takes 7 days to collect the information.
Yeah, I thought we were on the second round.
No, you're on the first round.
We didn't send him out to Parents' Folly to study, did we?
No.
We just asked him to study.
Yeah, so right before the break was day 7, and during the offline is when you guys sent the orders. So
I'll call for NX and Justinian to come up.
Yeah, but those were orders number 2. Anyway, whatever.
Not for him, they weren't.
Marsland. As you can see, we have a guest.
This is right in front of the house?
You're just inside the foyer.
In the house, in the entrance.
In the foyer.
Do I see any sign of the destruction that's happened?
No, not at the moment.
Hello, my name is Marsland. I'm looking around at everybody. What is this?
Can't you tell? It's an air item, so we saw them when we were in the airplane.
Gosh, this clicking is horrible.
I don't hear it.
It is really bad.
I heard it once, but it wasn't,
Oh, I'm hearing it all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Here, let me see. Did it stop?
Oh,
immediately.
Sweet relief.
me try something else. Does it start back up?
Yep.
I don't hear the clicking on this one though.
I heard it. Anyway,
Yeah.
what is it doing here?
I believe he has a message for us that we have been waiting patiently for everyone to gather. So please, when you have a chance, let us know what your message is.
Oh, you want me to talk now? I just want to hang out here.
That's fine. I mean, it's probably not as airy.
We can find work for you.
You guys looking for a new
beforehand-
roommate?
We have an opening in the basement. No, we don't. Never mind. That's a storehouse.
Easy now.
We could use a new weather vane.
You can help with laundry.
Oh, good. Yeah. Yeah. If you got some extra rooms. Anyways, I was told to tell you this simple thing that her side of it's done. She's done. It's ready for you guys to do whatever you gotta do.
Where do we need to go to do this?
Oh, you'll find it.
I believe it's a giant island.
It's a big
That
plan.
sank.
Which direction are we having to go?
I don't know. I was just told to tell you.
Oh my god.
30, son of a...
Can we use sending to talk with her?
I don't know. I was just told you to tell her the message. I told you the message.
I wasn't talking to you. Thank you for the message.
You need
There's
to
rooms
specify.
upstairs.
Specify.
You seem very panicked. What has got you all bothered?
I'm not panicked. It's just how I talk.
Ah, so your species is just naturally panicked.
I'm fine.
You sound
wanna-
like you're about to have a heart attack.
Do you want to feel my heart rate?
Actually,
It's like a
yes, I would be
hummingbird.
curious to feel that.
It's just
If her
normal.
side
It's
if her side
normal.
is done, we
Wait,
should
I want to feel the
probably-
heartbeat.
Yeah, it's just a normal like resting heartbeat.
Oh, it's not going a million miles a minute.
I mean, it could be arresting for him being 100 miles an hour. Anywho, if her side is done, we should probably leave now before she's unable to restrain her anymore.
Where are
I
we
don't
going
know.
to go, though?
I don't know. Where do
I'm
you guys
just-
want to go?
Going the freaking cast sending.
I say we bring our new companion with us onto our ship.
A ship. I gotta go on a ship.
It seems awfully welcoming of this creature that just showed up.
Well, it's been nothing but helpful to us.
That's a lie.
What do you mean?
It's not offering any help in us, telling us where to go. It simply told us that something was ready to be done.
Well, I guess we
That's
can
helpful.
be. I suppose we could be smarter about this, and then I'll cast Zone of Truth around all of us.
Uh-huh.
So just within a 15-foot radius, centered on the party, it will guard against deception. Creature that enters the spell's area must make a charisma saving throw and can't speak a deliberate lie.
Okay, let me make that.
Very accurate throw that he had on hand.
No, I didn't even have a dice roller open.
Fidget spinner.
14.
That DC check is 14. So it makes it it meets it, it beats it, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Was not expecting that. But do you know that they beat it, or do you just assume? I don't
Because
know.
on a failed save, a creature can't speak a deliberate lie
I don't know. I just
while
didn't
in
know
the
if
radius. Yeah, and there's no indication whether an affected creature is aware of the spell and can avoid answering questions to which it normally would respond with a lie. Such a creature can be evasive, yet must be truthful. That's it.
I would say you don't know if they succeeded or
I
failed.
don't know whether they're lying. I'm just going to assume
Okay.
they're
That
not
they're-
lying.
Yep. Okay.
Yep.
Gotta love the gray areas.
Yep.
Right.
So so this creature must speak truth while in this conversation. So
Dumb question. Should we all roll for that? Because he's casting it
Uh,
around the party.
I think you do have to.
yeah,
Okay.
Sorry, what
This-
were we rolling?
this
What are we
could
supposed to roll?
This
Charisma saving throw.
this just got complicated.
this got real. If questions start flying, it can get real interesting.
20 or
3.
19.
Marson got a 3. Marsden's the only one that failed.
Hell yeah. I can't tell a lot.
Marson, are you really blue or you dye your skin every day?
It's makeup. Arslan doesn't lie anyway, so it
That's-
doesn't really make a difference.
No.
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
Now that you believe he's cast, what are you gonna ask him?
Do you know where we should go?
I thought we were going on a ship.
Good. Do you know where your master wants us to go?
I think to deal with her sister.
Great. Are you trying to deceive us?
No. I'm here
Good.
to deliver a message.
Wonderful.
Can I cast sending now?
I think you can.
Like this isn't to you.
Ah!
I'm not speaking to you.
But yeah, I'm gonna
You
cast sending to Anara and say we got your message from your little imprint thing. Which way do we need to go, and how soon do we need to get there? Fudge, I don't know if that was enough character, not enough, or low enough characters.
Roll a D100.
So I don't have a problem. Obviously, I don't have a problem rolling that. But my question is, if her side is done, shouldn't she be on this side? 87.
No.
I'm just curious. Okay.
And
Did he-
no response.
God damn. This is helpful. How freely are you able to traverse from here to the land of air to go back and talk to Adara to ask where we need to go?
Me like this, and just poof, he just gone.
Cool.
Quentin.
Super helpful. I don't know why you're blaming Gwenton. That was a perfectly simple request that just got
I mean,
Oh,
Severely misinterpreted.
right.
well, I
only
did
heard the-
ask to go. Oh, he didn't listen to
You
everything.
only heard the first part of that thing.
I blame you. Because I said all of it before he did anything. I'll try to cast sending again.
Okay.
89.
Okay.
86, my bad. And then if that doesn't work, I'm just done sending.
When you send that message, I don't even know how to say this. You find yourself on the do not call list. you find yourself blocked.
Okay.
Knowing what you know about the spell, this was not from it not reaching her, but a willing
Yeah, it was
voice.
intentional.
Yes.
So you tried reaching the pillar?
Yeah.
That's awkward.
just
So I
Hey.
knew the message failed the first time though, right?
Just get your friend to call.
The message did not fail the first time. She
just
chose
didn't
not
respond.
to. She just chose not to answer.
Cool. Sorry, if you would have said that, I wouldn't have cast it a second time.
Sorry. Well, you wouldn't have known that.
Yes, it does. You know if the delivery fails.
Oh. Well, yeah, I didn't tell you it failed.
No. Okay.
So I didn't do anything.
You did nothing.
Yeah, I wasn't supposed to.
Cats and dogs living together.
Right. Well.
So what you're saying is we have no idea where we're supposed to go, and the person you asked is not answering you. That's what it's coming down to.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
Justinian.
Yes.
Roll me a perception check.
You got it.
Gotta love those backup laptops.
$11.
Okay.
How late is this?
It's late.
Maybe she's sleeping.
No, I'm just thinking like he said we'll know when it's where to go, but if it's too dark to really see anything outside, it's not like going outside and getting on top of having Marsland cast his favorite spell and get high up. He wouldn't be able to see very far. I guess I'll walk outside. And how tall is our house? Is there a way for me to get on the roof?
I don't have a dimension for you. Is there a way to get on the? I would say probably, because somebody has to do work up there from time to time.
Yeah, I would like to try to get up on the roof and look around just to see if anything's glaring obvious, like it's outside the castle walls.
Okay, no.
While that is going on, I would like to go out to the greenhouse, take my boots off, and try to commune with Ferondis.
Okay. Rest of you?
Once I'm done, I just jump off the roof.
Oh yeah, you've got that ring. Okay.
One of these days, something's not going to let it work, and I'm going to jump, and I'm going to have a very fun time.
Some pit with an anti-magic aura.
At the bottom.
Yeah.
Then I'll go back and go and let them know that I have absolutely no idea where it could possibly be. At this point in time, we might as well just try to get some rest and take the airship up into the sky tomorrow.
I agree. We can't push ourselves when we have nothing to go off of. Let's get some rest, wake up, and see if we can find this sign.
Okay. So everybody's just going to bed?
Except for Justinian.
Except for Justinian, yep.
But yeah.
Bishop, anything?
Nope.
Okay.
Right.
Oh,
I'm gonna go do some reading before bed.
Yep. All of the rest of you, as you hear Marsland leave, you just hear a blood-curdling scream.
A Wilhelm scream.
Yeah.
He found it.
What did he find?
The library all.
How well were they able to clean it up?
They cleaned up a little bit of it, but it's still a mess. And the more you walk in there and look, like some of the books are upside down on the shelf because people were just kind of like
Oh
shoving
no!
them to put them away. And
The horror. What time is it? How late is it?
It's
Oh
pretty
no. Oh no.
Rank of exhaustion. Let's go.
I'm gonna spend as much time as is reasonable so that I still get a night's sleep cleaning up the library.
Yeah, so that's very subjective because you can stay
No,
up till
it's not.
morning
It's a
and fall
simple
asleep.
statement.
No, you can stay up till morning and then go to sleep while everyone else is waking up from a full rest of sleep.
That's not what I said. You're making it more complicated.
You're gonna work on it. When are you going to stop? At what cleanliness level?
I'm gonna spend a couple hours on it.
Okay, there you go. Okay. Justinian, you go out into the greenhouse.
Mm-hmm.
Put your bare feet in the dirt or whatever.
Right.
And those familiar vines kind of wrap around, and you hear Ferrandis' voice. Yes, my child.
The air pillar has told my party that it is time to put the earth pillar back to sleep. Although her messenger didn't give us a location, I was wondering if you felt any sort of disturbance with the earth pillar rising back up from the ocean.
I don't believe so.
Do you know if it's possible for the earth pillar to actually move from where she was located when we saw her go down into the water?
I've heard tales that she can move where she wants.
Well, one more question for you then. The sword, the centerpiece, has gone back because I went against my word to protect the party. Why is it so important to have that sword in order to defeat Thane Shadowspark?
Thane Shadowspark?
Vane Shadowspark.
Thane?
Wait. Thane or Thane?
I was saying Thane with a T, and then I thought I heard it echo back with a V. No?
I think
Neither.
it's Thane with an F, right?
Thane.
Fane.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, you might have alternative use for my sword, but I want to see it together. I mean, eventually, I'd like it returned to me. It was our deal.
It is our deal. And I just was wondering why I had now heard of it being called an Echo of Redemption.
Well, if you haven't heard, I'm kind of a big deal.
Well, then I guess as soon as I deal with the Earth Pillar, I must track down that piece yet again.
I wouldn't make any deals for it this time.
Well, I have a bad habit.
Well, do your best to break the habits. We talked about this recently, didn't we?
We did.
Well, Kandor's Keep wasn't built in a day.
No, but the library in Old Smyrna was.
Well, technically it was built over a quite long time, but it was raised again in a day.
Thank you for your time. I appreciate it, Master.
Stay safe, Justinian.
I will try.
And with that, he fades away and some of the leaves crumble and fall.
All right, then I will grab my boots and walk back into the house and go to bed.
Okay.
Did I hear Marsland little exclamation? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna walk by and I'm gonna peer in the door.
I envision he's kind of talking to himself and just say like, "This doesn't go here. Why would it be? This is not alphabetical. This is not where this goes."
And then I just close the door back up and walk up into my room.
All right. Morning comes and you all wake up, go through your morning rituals.
So, correct me if I'm wrong, talking to the party. The Pillar of Air has subdued the Pillar of Earth so that we may go and seal her again?
That was what she said she would do.
Well, unless the Pillar of Earth has moved, then I say we go back to where the island sank.
I have one thought about someone that might hear about the Earth Pillar raising up somewhere before we would. I forget his name, but Quentin, the captain of the pirate town. He had a network of informants.
Yeah.
So he might already know if the Earth Pillar has gone up where.
I mean, it's a great thought. Don't get me wrong. It's on the way we would be able to see the island above next to Briarfork as well. The only thing is, I'm sure he would want something in return for a deal, which is, it's just money. It's money, right? That's not a problem. But I can't help but feel like we're literally going to run into it because she said you would know. And I feel like I think we should just get up in the ship first and look around.
Okay. As you're there talking, Lomar does return home. Good morning, everyone. I hope you had a pleasant evening. I decided to spend the evening in the academy as I was researching your request. Apologies for not being here at your return. It's good to see you all. Hello, Marsland.
Oh, hello. It's been a long time since I've seen you.
It has been quite some time.
I must warn you, I did the best I could. How much progress did I make last night?
I would say between what you did and the other people did, you got about 65-70% of it done.
I must warn you, it is about the second worst thing I've seen since Rashan.
Did Crow come back and burn our books?
Almost nearly as bad. Some vile creature got into the house and, well, brace yourself when you open the door into the library. It's bad.
Oh. That's quite a concern. That is going to take me quite a bit of more time than what I was expecting. Here I was, researching everything, and I wanted to set up our new map that we have for the area, but alas, I'll
you have
have
a
to
new
get
map.
this clean first. Well, yes, everyone at the docks is buzzing about it.
What does it offer that, say, the map that I carry doesn't have?
Evidently, there's a new landmass.
Well, we know where to go.
There we go. Cool. You don't say.
Yes, it's quite curious because I don't remember detecting any volcanic activity, and I took a break from my previous studies so that I could look up to see if there was volcanic activity that could happen in the area, but I don't find any in this area. Other islands further away have that kind of activity, but we don't have it here. It's actually quite fascinating how deep the ocean is and some of these structures and things that are underneath.
Lamar, I know this is lovely for you to talk about. Can we please see the map?
Why did you cut him off, Quentin? He was in the middle of describing something absolutely fascinating.
Marsland, we don't have time.
Fine.
Some people just have no respect for these new things. For
Don't get me wrong. I
information.
appreciate all the new information you can give us.
I just want to get the only piece of applicable information and move on instead of... There's so much other information.
All I'm going to say is information didn't save your hometown.
Shots fired.
Very
Right.
rude, Quentin. I am
That is uncalled for.
appalled.
Yeah, so let's get to what we need to do to save our current hometown.
If we had more information, though, I do think it could have been saved.
If this is how people are who are religious, I choose not to be around them. Science forever. Hail science.
And I'm not going
I
to
feel
deny
like I'm
science.
standing in the middle of a war zone with these shots being fired back and forth.
Anyways, Marsland, here, this is what I was able to negotiate away from one of the dock workers. And he hands you a scroll. I must continue to my work. I have another copy. And he leaves and goes back to the library.
You just left?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, he's going back to the library there. You just hear him gasp as he walks back into the room.
I'll look at the map and find the landmass that he was talking about.
Okay. It would help if I did configure it properly.
Oh! I know where that's at.
That's... What? That is a large landmass.
Yes.
It weirdly looks like a body that died.
Wait,
Is that a mountain bra?
I don't know if this is a coincidence, but this also happens to be exactly where the skull and crossbones are from that pirate map.
Yep.
Is there a tower over on the southwest side of the peaks?
There is something marked there. Yes.
Yep.
Just a big earth shoot.
I don't got the warm fuzzies about this.
That's the blowhole.
Oh,
I
God.
mean,
We're blowing some hole.
Jesus. Surrounded with children.
It's a whale. It's a whale.
okay, now that we know where we need to go, let's get the crew and get moving. The ship should be stocked up for some travel.
I'm going to
miss
swing by
walking out.
Beggar's Market on my way to the ship. I have debt to pay.
Okay.
Marsland, do you want to go with me and settle up?
I suppose. It is the honorable thing to do. Crap, how much do I owe?
I divided it up and I gave him a couple of extra pieces. It is 47 platinum, 399 gold, 10 silver, and 32 copper if you want to give him a little extra.
Why am I giving him extra? He didn't even do anything for us.
Do you know that? Do we know that for a fact?
Nope.
I didn't think so.
Yeah, fair.
I mean, he's letting us pay installments on this house.
$45, $10, $31, $325, you said? Wait, sorry. Okay, I have my own number tracking. Yes, let's go do that.
Okay.
Okay. Rest of you?
I'm heading down to the ship to get the crew. I don't know if the crew's gonna be just standing by waiting.
Okay. Bishop,
Yeah, we
the
may
next
have to
minute?
order a whole new crew.
I'm going to the ship as well.
Annex? Cool. Okay.
Was that wave him agreeing that he's going?
I don't know. I didn't have it up.
Wife is out of power trying to resolve it.
Okay. All right. So Marsland, Justinian, you head over to Beggar's Market. And of course, he's there. So, my two partners. How might I service you today?
I pull out
It's
a pouch
that
and
kind
I
of party.
tell him it's a little over half, but seeing as how we got quick results, I felt it was more than necessary to honor our agreement as soon as possible.
And it even seems you got the results you were looking for.
Yes.
How fortuitous.
Like I said, there is a little extra in there. If you could make sure that your people in your district are taken care of, I would love for you to one day get to rename it something other than Beggar's Market.
It is not a flattering name.
Yes, I was thinking Restus Passion. But I will make sure that this gets distributed among the people after taking administrative fees, of course.
Of course. As is your right.
The Light Iron Sparkers also wouldn't complain if they were mentioned in the title, but no pressure. That is up to you.
I don't need mentioned. I'm more than
Curious
happy with our
thought.
deal as it stands.
It sounds good. Thank you. I can't wait to see you once you return from what adventure you're heading off to next.
I don't think there's going to be gold involved with this one, but if there is, you will get your share, my friend.
Sounds delightful. A strange sound, Marsland.
It is a normal sound of the Vidalcan.
Are you speaking your native language?
Do you not speak Vidalcan?
I do not.
Help!
I would like to interject that apparently I'm freaking fluent in Vidalcan 90% of my day. I hiccup so much.
That is a curious language. I can't say I've heard it before.
Yep.
How would you say, "Welcome to Beggar's Market" in Vidalcan? Oh, okay.
It is a difficult language to learn, to be sure.
And
one day, maybe I will teach you.
Reciting the fourth law of Candor's Keep?
That is maybe a lesson for another day. I'm afraid it might go over your head.
Sounds wonderful.
Well, I hate to interrupt your conversation, but Marsland, we really must away.
Indeed. Let's get headed back.
Well, I'm going to head to the ship where everybody else was going.
Indeed.
Okay.
All right. The rest of you get to the ship. The crew is just kind of... There was one or two that were there. You notify them to go get the rest. They found those. So as you're getting the ship ready, the rest of the crew comes and boards and begins getting things ready as Justinian and Marsland arrive to pilot the ship.
I think we should head for whatever that formation is on the south side of that peak.
We can scope it out as we head, but I tend to agree.
Bishop, Quentin?
I need to stab its head. Which, I mean, could be anywhere, right? It's an island.
Mm-hmm.
So, at least that gives us a starting point. Maybe swing around the northern side to see if we see anything. Did you put pyramids there?
I only have certain tools to work with.
Okay.
They're mountains. All right, so the ship is leaving?
Yep.
All right. So
I imagine we're going...
It'll take about 3 days, so if there's anything y'all want to do.
I imagine we're going to do our, basically 24 hours of driving between rotating through the three of us. Okay.
Yep. Anything special you all want to do for this trip?
Nope, not me.
Nothing crazy I can think of.
Okay.
I'm going to spend most of my time meditating.
Okay. As the morning rises on the last day, you see the island there. There on the north side. The island's surface is jagged and uneven, a testament to its sudden and violent birth from the seabed. Black rocks form the foundation, still steaming in some areas as residual heat escapes. The island is dotted with shimmering pools of water, and strange iridescent minerals glint under the sunlight, hinting at rare and otherworldly compositions that were hidden miles beneath the ocean water. Along the coastline, jagged cliffs plunge dramatically into the sea, while stretches of newly formed black sand beaches shimmer with an almost glass-like texture. Hardy seabirds circle overhead, and a few have already begun nesting in sheltered crevices. Algae and other microorganisms have started to colonize the tide pools, painting them in hues of green and red. The interior of the island is rugged, with sharp ridges and cavernous depressions where seawater has settled into turquoise lakes. The island's sudden appearance has disrupted the ocean currents, drawing marine creatures to its shores. You can just see them as small dots along the surface as you just kind of glide inward. Far to the west, you see a plume of smoke rising from the western shore, probably about where the ruins on the map were located.
Should we investigate the smoke?
I'm fine with investigating the smoke.
Yeah.
It looks about where we were talking about. Is it possible there's going to be a civilization on this island? Did it just raise Atlantis?
Well, most likely.
As you get closer, you can see a settlement has taken shape. Several small huts in a circular pattern dot the surface of the landmass.
How far away are we from it at this point?
How far do you want to be away from it?
Well,
If you want to keep your distance, that's fine.
Probably.
Okay.
Do we see one going, ship?
Nope.
How about we try to get closer to it, but if you see anything suspicious, move out of the way. Which I guess Marsden really wouldn't be able to see as a flyer.
Wouldn't I be able to? Can't I just kind of see everything around me?
Within a distance, I imagine.
Within some sort of distance. I know you're aware of everything on the ship. You'd have to be able to see away from the ship in some capacity.
To be able to fly, yeah.
Right.
No, I'll be on top, and like if I spot anything strange, I'll just simply mention it so Marsden can hear.
From the distance, you can see there's some kind of tribal creature going about their day-to-day business there.
Do we have a telescope?
I don't think so.
All these sailors, and none of them just have one.
Never talked about it. I'm sure somebody can produce one if you want to see.
I'll ask them if anyone has anything.
Okay. So somebody has one. They pull. Sure.
Okay.
I don't care.
So I can get to keep looking. And is it a creature that I've ever seen or heard of before?
I don't believe you've seen this creature before. They're almost fish-like.
That's right. Those were frogs we fought in, or we saw in Parents' Folly area. I will describe. Actually, I'll just hand the scope to anyone else is up here with me to take a look at. Just to see
Have I seen anything like this off of the coast? The Briar Fork?
You wouldn't have seen these, no.
Yep. I have no idea.
Like these creatures already have like huts and stuff set up on this landmass.
Mm-hmm.
I'd imagine they basically just there's some deep sea creature. No, because the light would probably be affecting them if they're deep sea. I don't know. Only one way to really find out at this point in time.
And what's
Then
that?
I vote murder them all. No, I'm gonna. Does anyone disagree that we should try to land and hope to make contact with these things?
In peace,
right? Who has the ability to understand all languages? As I just look down at the ship.
Your captain.
Yeah.
Oh, captain, my captain.
You understand it, but you can't speak it, correct? Didn't we do this already?
Yeah, I think it's comprehend languages.
If only if I had a way to make them be able to, then I'd be able to blah. Talking is not my specialty. I haven't cast a spell on myself, apparently.
Oops, that is not intentional.
No, I have a different spell that works.
Yep. You got tongues now?
Yep.
Yep.
Okay.
I had like a 3rd level spell or something. No, I have tongues.
Yeah, tongues is a 3rd level.
Yeah, because I cast it on the one thing when we were running. Yeah, the drow when we were running around. But I obviously don't have it prepared.
I can cast a spell to help you communicate with them, Marslin, if you would like. I have one where I can understand them. I just can't talk to them.
Well, I have tongues, so I can just cast that.
Okay. If you feel confident.
Just so you are aware, spell involves you touching them.
While this is going on, what are you guys doing with the ship?
No, I can touch myself, and
yes, you can.
That's true. You can do it on yourself.
Communicates by speaking or signing. Any creature that knows at least one language can understand it. Yeah.
That's right. I didn't think about doing it on yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Do we want to land off a bit?
I don't know if we yeah, as I say, I don't think we should be landing next to him.
No. And
hello.
I'm also going. In the event we need to make a quick escape, I'll stay on the ship. So if you guys rush back on, I can just take off.
Fireball.
Do we want to keep Annex on the ship too, in case these things start boarding from a different direction and flanking while we're gone?
Maybe, yeah, keep them like on the deck. Watching wouldn't be a bad idea.
Okay, so we'll leave Annex on the ship.
He'll be more useful in a fight than I would be. Okay, land when you're ready, Marsland. Swap with you.
Okay. I'll bring the ship down very slowly. I'm watching their reaction to make sure they aren't.
How far away are you?
I'd almost want to.
How big is the village? The colony?
Not huge.
I'd say probably at least a football length away.
Okay.
Field.
So I mean, they can see it. Like, you're not trying to hide.
No.
I'm not trying to hide, but
Okay.
I'm also not trying to be like, I'm landing right on top of you.
Fair enough.
This is your
Okay.
captain's house? Solid.
Okay. So you land it. The rest of you are disembarking.
Yes, I will go with Marsland.
Who would like to be our ambassador here? I can be, unless anybody else would like to.
I imagine it'd have to be the person who can talk to him.
Well, I can cast my spell on anybody.
I'm pretty sure it would be awkward for me to talk to them.
So Marsland, it's up to you. If you want me to talk to him, I'll talk to him. If you want to talk to him, you're
I
more
can
than welcome.
talk to them.
Okay.
Uh,
Might get to learn a whole lot about a new culture.
yeah, this lasts an hour. I'm gonna cast tongues on myself.
Okay.
And then who's coming with me?
Justinian and Bishop.
Okay.
And let's start walking towards them.
All right. As you begin disembarking from the ship, you can see there's one kind of in like a shell type headdress that runs down. He's a bit bigger than the others, and there's probably 6 other kind of his species that have spears that are just kind of walking in step behind him towards you.
We come in peace.
He looks at you. Come in peace from where?
We come from Candor's Keep, the mainland. We are the Light and Sparkers.
Oh, Kinder's Keep.
Oh, God.
And the rest of you understand him. He speaks common.
I turn around. He says...
Did we...
Wait, I repeat what he said. This island of yours that you are settled on, it suddenly appeared from the ocean, no?
Yes. Not no. Yes. You're standing on it.
Were you on this land when it was underwater, submerged?
My people have been on this land for hundreds of years.
He says his people have been on this land for hundreds of years.
You know what this land is, then?
My friend says you know what this land is.
Okay, I have to ask now. Would you know that they're talking common with tongues?
I'm not sure you do. I think you just understand everything.
You just understand, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's a good gray area, right?
My people have been in a great relationship with Ignia for many, many years.
They have known Ignia for many years. How do you know Ignia?
Well, we live on her.
How did this symbiotic relationship come to be?
Well, a long time ago,
when a Sahurigan man and a Sahurigan woman love each other very much,
Marsland's furiously taking notes.
they have a litter of children. And
Litter of
there's eggs. Lots of eggs.
Very curious to turn around. They lay eggs to create new children.
Just for
Yeah.
awareness, Justinian, you understand what this guy is saying because he's speaking common.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
I like that Bishop's not trying to correct Marsland. Or like, let him know.
Whatever.
But when there's enough food supply, generations upon generations of Sahurigan stay, and it forms a relationship with the land.
How long has Ignia been active?
Only here recently. Someone upset her not long ago, and she moved from her resting place to where we are now, but deep under the soil.
Where has her resting place been in the past?
North of Candle's Keep in the deep oceans outside of Titan's Rock, where those abysmal pirates torture the Sahurigan.
The pirates torture you. What are they trying to get out of you?
They like to eat and take our things from us, our wonderful, beautiful, precious pearls.
Dare I ask, do you grow these pearls inside of you?
No! We die for them.
You die for them.
Dive. Under the water.
You die in the water for them. That sounds
Dive.
He said dive.
What
So
does the-
it wouldn't bother you if she went back to sleep.
It wouldn't bother us. While we would prefer to be back under the water, being able to communicate with Kandorians is a highlight of many of our existence.
And he kind of bows forward.
Welcome to Burgle.
No idea. what
Sorry,
that
how
is
do you
saying.
spell that?
Like it sounds, Burgle.
How do you commune with her?
Through the nature. We keep the pests away from her, keep them from burrowing into her. And in return, she blesses us with food and shelter.
Do you know anything about the tower north of here?
There's no tower. That's just part of the.
Oh, it's just part of the map.
Come, bring everyone. I'll treat you to a feast.
Gosh, I don't know if I want to know what their feast is.
What are you serving, just so I can prepare our crewmen?
Delicious fish.
Insight check.
Okay.
Just want to make sure we're not going to get eaten.
No, that's very plausible.
7.
You believe everything he says.
Nice.
Everything. Yes. All right.
By the way, my name is Gutrender Longclaw, from a proud lineage of Longclaws.
I am Justinian, and I come from the line of Brander.
Hello, Justinian, line of Brander.
My name is Marslin.
Marslin from the line of Marslin.
I don't have a last name, but I come from a Shun.
You shall be known as Marslin Kandorian.
That'll do.
You may refer to me as Bishop, son of Gaz.
Hello, Bishop Gaz.
I just kind of like look over at Bishop, like, and nod my head. Okay.
I'll turn around and head back towards the ship.
Okay.
Marcelin, do you want to stay here while Bishop and I go get the crew?
I will.
Would you prefer to go get the
I
crew
think I
and
would
I will
like
stay?
to go back to the ship.
Okay.
Yes, please. Thank you.
I will stay.
I'll head
You'll
back
have to
towards the ship.
excuse our captain. He's a little bit shy sometimes.
Oh, well, that's fine. We're meeting new people all the time.
Are there any new people on the island right now with us?
There are several Kandorians that just showed up on a flying ship.
Really? And where did they land?
Right here.
Are you talking about the ship I just got off of? That's right over there?
Oh, of course.
Now, which one of us looks like a typical Kandorian to you out of the three of us?
Is there a typical Kandorian?
I don't know. I have been around Kandor's Keep a whole lot. I've only been around there for about 2 or 3 months.
I will say, you do look different than the others.
Well, I have been blessed by a servant of Sylvanus known as Ferondus, and he has given me more Fey type features.
Curious, very curious.
So after a few moments, the rest of you show up. Gwynton, you can see these fish folk. Anaximander, roll a history check.
Got it.
It's a defect. We were just talking about you last week.
$10.
You recognize these as Sahuagin. Typically not friendly.
Shall we go to arms?
To arms?
Oh, is the Sahagan following them? I thought it was waiting there.
Like you guys, you're standing there or whatever.
Okay, I thought it was on the ship and they were coming back to the ship. Okay.
That's what I thought too.
We did.
Don't feel bad,
and
Alex.
Then we brought you all to them.
Oh, okay. Very unusual to see your people so friendly to outsiders.
Well, we're a little bit different. As you can see, I speak fluent, clear common.
It could use a little bit of work, but it's honestly shockingly good.
You racist bastard.
Right? Like, so insulting to our new host that just offered us a piece. Jesus.
I'm just playing a Vidalkin.
I try my best.
Well, I am Anaximander Starward.
Hello, Anaximander Starward. I am Gutrender Longclaw.
I'm honored to meet you. I
And
suppose
are you?
the rest of the party has disclosed what our mission is here on this recently unearthed island.
No, I just thought you were here to visit with us and welcome us to the air world.
I'll stare at it for a moment, and then do I notice that he's being sarcastic?
No.
Well, we are here to help put the Pillar of Earth back to rest. I thought you guys talked to them about this.
I had asked them if they had any issues if she had gone back to sleep.
Good. Well, now that we're on the same page, can you provide assistance in this?
Provide assistance with putting her to sleep?
Yes. We have the backing of the Pillar of Air.
Oh. Oh, you seek. What is it they say in your tongue?
Ilnara?
The bubble caves. Sacred grounds. The bubble caves. But Godwinter knows where they are.
Now, if they are they sacred to you and your people?
Extremely sacred.
May we tread upon its ground.
And he looks deep at you.
I will go with you, and over the journey, will determine if you're worthy to enter.
I accept.
And he looks over at Marsland.
If you're learning our native language, which seems like an interest, then the bubble caves are pronounced.
What?
Wow, that actually sounds just like the Vidalkin you were just speaking a few days ago.
I said,
Hello.
close enough.
Did I get it? That hurts my throat a little bit.
You better clip that out. That's going to be a soundbite now.
How do you... Is your language a written language?
We have our own form of writing.
I would be very curious to see what that looks like.
It looks like Sahorgan.
Yes, but I have to imagine I would not be familiar with this.
No. Not many books written in pure Sahorgan.
I've never actually come across your culture before, so I've never seen it. So I don't know what typical Sahuligan.
Yes, most people kill us as soon as they see us.
That, how are we supposed to learn about your culture if we kill you immediately?
I don't know.
Seems incredibly rude.
Deeply rude.
Here, could you take this quill and just write a simple hello statement in my notebook here? It would mean a great deal.
Hello, world.
Should we get going? Or do you want to stand out here flapping your gills?
By your leave, Master Gutrender.
Stand a little taken aback.
This way!
And
Just holding out my notebook.
he just walks away. And he leads you back to the camp. You can see there's pool of water, and you'll see some of them like dip in for a while. And it's almost like you see them taking a deep breath before they pop out the other side. You see small children. They've definitely, you would probably estimate there's probably about 100 of them here.
Ooh, 100 children?
Sahooligans.
Oh.
So, would you like to leave tonight? Or tomorrow? Or now?
What time of day is it?
Fairly early morning.
I don't personally have a problem with heading out now. Is there anything we should do to prepare?
I don't believe. Do you need to breathe water for a little bit every day?
I need to breathe air for a lot a bit every day.
That's completely different.
Are we going to need to breathe water in order to go into the bubble cave?
Not in its current state.
Could that change rapidly?
It depends how irritated Ignia is.
Marcelin, you do remember how quickly Ignia went underwater last time, right?
That very quick. I can breathe underwater for an hour, but I think Bishop would be okay, but I think the rest of you might struggle.
Right. I'm just saying, we've seen Ignia go down underwater before.
Are you saying you don't want to go?
Oh no, I'm going.
Then I don't know what the hesitation is.
I'm fine if I go underwater. I can hold my breath for a long time.
I look around. Shall we get moving then?
If the island suddenly goes down, what happens to the ship? Does it just float there? Or does it go down with the water?
I mean, it has it would just lift up on the water. It still is a ship.
I suggest you tell the first, or we got the second mate, since Annex is the first mate.
Yeah.
Just to be prepared if the island begins to sink.
If possible, I would like to have the ship be at the entrance of the caves we're going to. So if it does start to sink and we only have to get to the mouth of the cave and our ship's there, versus swimming however far we need to swim to get back here. Or nothing could happen. I could just be overly cautious right now. It's not like we have an evil god above us or anything.
Master Gutrender, would you be opposed to taking a brief journey on the ship with us to the Bubble Caves?
I've never been in a flying machine.
Do you think you would enjoy such a trip?
What is your bathing situation on the ship?
We typically omit bathing while on the ship.
That's what that is.
The smell.
I can magically clean us up. Or I find a nice little spritz of Biblicor really goes a long way.
Would you need some extra hydration while in the air?
It's extremely important to get hydration.
Well, we're only going to be a few feet off the ground flying if it's just going from A to B. It's not like we're going up and then a mile and a half down the road.
By foot, it's about a 3-day journey.
Ah, there you go. You're welcome, guys. It'll take us probably like an hour.
How big is this island?
It's a...
Well,
How about this?
Each square is a day's journey.
Why is Ignia so big?
She's a
That's what he said.
pillar.
I think you're fat shaming the pillar of Earth.
Yeah, but the Ifritar was like just a bit bigger than human.
Not when we fought him. When we fought him, he was actually quite large.
Wasn't this big?
She's big.
He's also the most powerful, so
All right, so onto the airship we go for a 3-hour tour.
A 3-hour tour. Let's go.
He speaks to some of his other tribes members there, and you see him pass a trinket or two over to them before boarding the ship. He gets on the ship.
Any sort of trinket that I would recognize that I'd seen before. or
No,
read
it just
about?
looks like something assembled from bones and things, more
Okay.
tribal.
He's ready to not come back.
He is getting on an airship with 40 strangers. He's a very trusting man.
Especially for somebody from a civilization that's constantly hunted.
There is a whole written history about it.
Oh boy.
Ready to take off when you are, Captain.
What
Captain, my
is the
captain.
water situation here?
That one can
Above.
conjure water.
Can we maybe make a tank of water for him in the kitchen where they wash the dishes?
Sticks his head down in it.
Right. Here's a refresher for you.
we're on a flying ship. I'm sure we can land near water at any given time.
That would be most helpful.
And he just walks to the side of the ship.
That way.
Where is he pointing? Roll a D8.
Just to the northeast.
Go, Marsden, go.
Yeah, let's go. I'm going.
Oh, okay. All right. So you rise, and as you're traveling just out of the blue,
No, that way. No, that way. Over that
boy.
way.
and you feel the ship just kind of rocking through. You can tell looking down below, like the surface of this is very jagged, rocky. See shells and some creatures that are just dead. That I mean, they weren't able to get to water before they died after this raised up.
Mm.
After a while, you start going through some really jagged cliffs and mountains. He has you weaving down through those. So go ahead and give me a dexterity check.
Me?
Yep.
8.
Okay. Oops, that's not it.
Suppose we should have had him point on the map about where it was at so we could just fly straight instead of taking all these side
So
turns.
you all feel the ship shudder as you kind of rub the side of the one of the mountains. The ship takes 13 points of damage.
250 was its max, right?
Yep.
I am going to go below deck and try to repair that with mending.
Cool.
Okay.
Thank you.
Just start mending on that. All right.
Takes 1 minute.
Marsden, go ahead and give me 3 more dexterity checks there.
3 more. 13. 19. Oh, that was actually better than I thought. And 10.
Okay. Okay, the ship takes 17 more points of damage as you go through there. And he points down.
Oh, slow down. It's right over there. Look, in the cliff face.
Do I see what he's talking about?
It's really obscured. You think you do. It's all kind of tightly packed in there, and the bottom of this place is just like jagged spikes coming up outside.
Oh boy. All right, I'm going to start heading that direction, but I'm going to slow down.
Okay. So you slow down, you weave around, and you see 2 massive caves just kind of dominating the barren island's rocky landscape. But there doesn't look like to be a good place to land anywhere. You can get fairly low, but
Ship won't fit into one of the caves?
no, definitely not.
There's no... Can the ship just stay floating?
Yeah.
Indefinitely?
Yeah, you can hover it.
Indefinitely?
It'll be fine.
I never know with you. Okay.
I just connect my harness.
Right, yeah. I take off the headset.
It will stay floating if I take the headset off, right?
You take it off real quick and put it back on. Take it off. No, it's fine.
Okay. I'm gonna try and bring. There's 2 caves, you said?
Yes, side by side.
Side by side. All right, I'm gonna bring the ship close to the caves, close so that we can maybe put a some sort of disembarking plank.
I mean, the ship would have like rope ladders that you can kind of toss over.
Okay. Yeah, so it's close enough that we can put something like that towards one of the
Okay.
caves.
And you see him look over, and there's a small pool of water between some of the jagged.
I will wait there for you. I can't take you any further.
You want to go in the cave with us?
Alas, I am forbidden.
Who forbade you?
The old ways, the traditions. Very sacred ground.
What is so sacred about it? Will we not get in trouble here?
As the protectors of Ignia, I allow you to move forward into the caves.
But you can't allow yourself.
Unfortunately, I cannot.
Understood.
I suggest we get moving.
Agreed.
How much health did Justinian heal for with mending?
I can't remember if it's D8 or D10, so I was waiting to roll it till we got
I think
to
it's a D10.
natural pause. D10?
Yeah, pretty sure. If not, that's what we're gonna do anyways.
So that is 9 plus my spell casting ability is 5, so 14.
Okay.
Thank you.
So I think that's 16 that damage that it still has.
Yeah, it's 234 out of 250. I added a ship health section to our notes.
Awesome.
Awesome. Thanks.
Nice.
Ready when you guys are.
All
All right. Disembarking.
I'll be right back.
Okay. So as you all climb down and stand outside, you see these two massive caves that sit side by side, carved by millennia of undersea currents. Their symmetrical positioning, a strange and almost unsettling sight. The rock surrounding the opening is smooth and glistening, evidence of its recent exposure to the ocean's relentless erosion. Which cave would you like to enter?
Is there any marking or anything that indicates any difference between the two?
Nope.
I'm going to cast my orb and quickly send it. I don't know, 100 to come.
Did he tell us which cave to go into?
Nope.
Hey, which cave should we go in?
He wouldn't know. He's not allowed inside. So
He
No, he
just
knew the
knows
caves
it's one of
existed.
these two caves.
Okay, back to my original plan. I'm going to cast my orb and send it down each cave a couple hundred feet and just see what is in the entrance of the two.
interestingly enough, it's rather barren on the inside, and they look very similar.
Are we in her nostrils?
Oh boy.
I'm going up the left one.
Okay. DM, while he was casting his orb and sending it down both tunnels, I would like to have cast Detect Magic as a ritual.
Ooh.
Okay.
Okay. So then once he's done with his orb and it comes back in, so I'm not looking at it, I walk up to the entrance of both and look down and see if there's any faint magical glow coming from either.
Nope.
Nope. Okay. Detect Magic lasts for 1 hour, so just let me know when it's up.
Okay.
All right. I'm sorry, 10 minutes, not an hour. 10 minutes now.
Okay.
Yep. All right, guys. Left nostril or right nostril?
I believe Gwynton's already started going up the left one.
Oh, okay.
I didn't mean that like as I want to go up the left side. That I was just gonna leave you guys behind or anything.
He's running away. Catch him.
Is that you going up the left one side of the cave?
I guess so.
Yep. Quentin picked a direction. Follow the midget.
Not a midget, perfectly average height.
Okay. From within the cave, a faint but steady wind escapes, carrying with it cool, briny scent of deep sea water. The sound of the wind as it passes through the cave is eerie, a hollow, mournful whistle that seems to echo endlessly in the stillness of the island. Inside, the darkness is impenetrable, though faint glimmers of moisture reflect the light at the edges of the entrance. The interior, still dripping with seawater, are adorned with jagged stalactites and stalagmites, their forms partially submerged in shallow pools left behind by retreating ocean. The floors are uneven, a mix of coarse sand and sharp broken rocks, hinting at violent forces that tore the landmass from the sea.
Does the breeze happen to be changing direction every so often?
Nope.
Okay.
Who cannot see in the dark?
My staff starts glowing.
Okay. Is that the light spell?
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Believe we're walking, right?
Where are you going?
Well, it looks like there's only one direction, but I can't really
No,
see much on the
there's
map.
two. There's two.
There's a left and
Either
right.
it's forward or it goes off slightly to the left.
Let's go forward.
Hi-ho!
Appears she has a deviated septum.
Okay. Left or right? Or forward?
Dude,
What-
left, right, or
isn't
forward?
Left or forward?
Mm.
I thought we just said forward.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
we did.
thought Marceline just said forward. Yep. And this is Marceline's expedition, so.
Oh? Well, nobody else was saying anything.
I hope you've studied up on pillar anatomy.
The cave narrows here down to about only one person can squeeze through.
I will take up the rear.
Okay.
And I'm also going to cast dancing lights behind us so that I can glance back there and see about 60 feet back is where the first ball will begin.
Marceline, is that what's that light that you're emitting again?
Light.
Light.
Just a light spell? Is
Light.
it on something? What is it on?
On my staff.
Okay.
Marceline, you going in by yourself?
Are we just getting in a single file line and continuing?
Yeah, aren't we just all going together?
Just checking.
Why I'm not seeing my... Why it's so dark on my screen?
It is. It's very
dark. Yeah, I have there.
Okay, even
there's
with
a
the light spell?
Yeah, because there's a special icon that has to be up there with you for you to see it.
Yeah, but even with that, it's so dark.
As you all, I know, it's very dark.
Why is it so dark?
I don't know.
Wait, why is there a door?
Well, if I gotta move everybody first while everybody complains about the light spell.
Are we in a cave or something? I shouldn't be leading. I'm gonna get killed.
There you go. Everybody. It all kind of packs up here.
Marceline, can you cast light on a magical artifact?
Thanks for that, son.
Yeah, I think so.
Would you like me to take the lead? You can direct me accordingly, but I'd prefer someone not to.
Anyways.
Someone.
I mean, if you would like to have light upon yourself too, sure. And I reach over, touch his jacket, and his jacket starts glowing.
Okay, that's not concentration or anything.
No.
Okay.
Just lasts for an hour.
Right. So bright in the caves. All right. Before you see a giant set of double doors. They're intricately carved with various shapes. To the east, you see a dormant orange crystal, and to the west, you see a dormant green crystal.
I'm gonna go inspect the orange one.
Okay.
I'll go to the left and inspect the green one.
Okay. Your crystals, they're sitting in a base.
Marceline, can we pick one of these up?
Let's find out. Pick up the orange one.
It doesn't move.
Doesn't move. I'm
Sealed
still there
within
though.
this
I don't
base.
disappear or
Nothing
vaporize or
happens.
anything.
Yep.
Okay. I cannot seem to make the orange one budge.
I'll try and lift up the green.
Nothing happens.
I'm gonna cast light on the orange one.
It illuminates with light.
Hey, Bishop or Gwynton, are those doors unlocked?
I'll touch the door.
DM, do they sparkle? Like am I detecting magic from the orange or the green?
No.
Okay.
And no, they're just doors.
The handles turn or anything?
No handles.
I push.
Nothing.
They don't seem to be opening.
Not quite sure what to do here.
What do we see on the doors again?
Just some carvings of earth.
Just carvings of earth.
Mountains, plains, like a painting almost.
Are the crystals in like a basin of any sort, or are they just in a pedestal?
They're in a pedestal, and it's got like metal straps around the bottom, like securing it in place.
Everybody, I'm going to hold the orange one, and Nax hold the green one, and then Justinian, Gwynton, and Bishop go in the middle of us, and let's all link arms and create a link between the two crystals.
I walk over to Annex and hold his hand.
I'll grab onto the crystal.
Okay.
I mean, I'll do what he asked, and I think nothing's gonna happen.
Okay, you all form a chain and connect the two crystals, and you all feel inside that the party has really come together, and that they kind of love each other a little bit. And
Kumbaya.
everything
I
is
kind of
kinda right.
squeezed Quentin's hands a little bit.
Dang it! I thought this was gonna be potions.
Well, I think we should turn
Lord.
around and go up the other cavern.
Okay, so that's where you're headed.
Now, I'm telling the party.
Oh, okay.
Well, it doesn't seem like anything's happening here.
Is that not a further south way right in front of Bishop and Marzelin?
Where are you looking?
It looks like this
directly south of Marzelin and Bishop. There looks like there's another tunnel, but I could be wrong.
Nope,
Looks like there is.
Okay.
Let's go explore.
Can I take some time to look at these 2 different crystals and like what's around the basins and stuff on them?
It's just kind of an ornate metal. It's sealed to the ground. Like I said, it's wrapped around the bottom of the crystal itself.
Marza, can you do a move earth on this door to see if the door moves?
I suppose I can try. Sure. I cast
What
move
shape
earth.
Yeah.
What are you trying to do with the door?
You would want
We're good.
me. You want me to excavate the door, Gwynton?
I mean, if it's just dirt and rock, can you not?
It has to be loose dirt.
Ah, okay.
This
Can't
is
be like-
definitely not stone or loose dirt.
Okay.
There's a good thought.
It
Yeah.
was.
I was like, ooh, that would be kind of circumventing whatever hot hell we're in right now.
I mean, it's the same thing y'all did in the caves earlier on her, so just in reverse.
Hey,
That wasn't a
Marzelin,
door, though. We just collapsed a
Mhm.
cave.
do you
we made a
remember this
wall
from
that
the
went
last
there.
time we were in her, Marzelin?
Well, the phrasing.
I'm sorry, is there a more appropriate phrasing?
I don't know. I just feel like the way you talk, it makes me feel like we're back in the dregs. I don't know. Do I recognize this?
No.
Because
No.
didn't you draw out all the cave system
Yes.
that we visited? Okay.
I always do that.
Then you did not visit this one.
Okay, I believe we're heading south in the next corridor now.
In the
All
new
right.
corridor. Okay. For the purpose of visual, I'll drag everybody else, but we'll just use Marzelin right now.
That sounds great.
Right? You head south. You can see the exit to the cave to the south of you. You see the other cave. And then the cave proceeds to the east. Assume you're all here and you all see this.
Yep, we'll go up that way.
Sure. Oh, what's that?
We don't technically see it.
Sure we don't?
It's just it's a
Whoa.
gap in the map. Yeah, there you
Yeah,
go.
it's a weird wall gap.
Whoa.
All right, so you
Found the
see
mucus.
That
you
looks
see,
wild.
Need some
this-
Mucinex.
The surface of the pond glistens with a slimy, gelatinous sheen, its hues shifting between sickly green, pale yellows, and translucent whites. It quivers slightly as if alive, rippling not with the wind, but from internal movements like bubbles forming and bursting beneath the surface. The texture from where you're at appears viscous and sticky, with long, stringy tendrils stretching between the edges when disturbed. A faint, acrid odor hangs in the air, blending hints of decay with an organic pungency. Around its edges, the ground appears damp and glossy. In the center of the pool, you see a large green crystal surrounded by glowing purple magic of some sort. It glows, Justinian.
Woohoo!
Is it magic though?
It's definitely magic that's emanating from the bottom of it.
That was a joke.
Oh. I'm Vidalkin, I don't get it.
I'll take one of the torches I have in my pack, and I'll hold on to it and stick the other end into the wetness.
Okay. It just sinks inside.
I mean, I'm still holding it. Does it? So it doesn't like burn the torch wood or anything like that?
Nope. When you pull it out, the liquid just kind of hangs on it and just slowly drips down.
It oozes.
Well,
I don't know what to do with this.
I'm thinking about walking over and casting a spell to see if I can figure out what that is. What does everybody think of that?
Seems reasonable to me.
All right. I will start walking out that way.
What are you doing?
Walking in towards the green crystal.
Okay, so you get down into the stuff?
Yep.
Okay. So you step down in. It sinks to just under your chest.
Okay.
And you just begin trudging through till you get to this pedestal where this crystal is.
Yep. And then I am going to cast Identify on it.
Okay. It's a crystal.
Okay. So it is not magic at all.
There's magic underneath of it.
Okay. There's magic underneath of it. That's where I was seeing the magic come from.
But yeah, it's just like an aura that's pushing up underneath the crystal.
Oh, it's not the crystal itself. Okay.
No. You can reach the
I'm sorry.
You can reach the crystal from there if you want to reach out. That's up to you.
I was trying to cast Identify on wherever I saw the magic coming from.
Yeah, it's not anything that's really identifiable. It's a magical energy.
Okay. Well, that was unhelpful. It's just a magical energy. It's not, the crystal itself is not magical.
Does the crystal look active in any way?
It looks dormant like the other one.
Marcelin, in your studies, do green crystals symbolize any particular school of magic or any sort of elemental power?
DM.
No.
He didn't ask you, DM. He asked you.
I would like to roll a boon of knowledge, or do a boon of knowledge spell on that question.
Okay. I mean, it's there are special magical crystals that exist in the world. Color doesn't seem to denote. There are gems that are, or crystals that color does mean something. Specifically, there were 3 different colors of crystals in the Drakenval region that tended to have different healing properties when presented into water and different things. But those have not been found on other continents.
you scoop up any of that stuff?
Yeah, I'll pull out one of my empty vials and try to take a sample of this green ichor.
Oh yeah, you can.
And I will start trudging back unless anybody asks me to stop.
Should we try pouring some of this onto the other crystals?
Sure, we can absolutely try that. I'll pull out a second vial and take another sample.
Okay.
And I think I only have 2 more vials left after these 2.
Well, they're reusable.
Yes, but I've never gotten any back. So, hand 1 sample to Bishop, and I hand 1 sample to Marzelin. And then I'm like, Marzelin, can you help me out here?
Do you need help getting out?
No, help. Like, I stepped out, and I'm like, please, get me clean.
Oh, yes. I reach into my bag and take out my bottle of Biblicor.
No.
You,
no. Oh, my gosh.
oh,
Never
you
mind.
want... Sorry, I misinterpreted. I will wave my hand and cast Prestidigitation.
Okay.
And we're going to head back to the other crystals, and I'm going to pour some of that goo on one of the crystals at the door and see what happens.
All right. Again, there is a cave that goes north there. And you pour it on the crystals, and the crystals are now covered in a viscous slime.
Does the door open?
No.
That's unfortunate.
Good thought, though, Marcelin. Good thought.
Okay, I'm going to vote that we go back to that north cave that we passed on the way back.
Okay.
You see another ornate door that completely sealed shut.
Any markings or anything?
Nope.
Any door handle?
Nope.
Ah! Bishop,
Well-
are you feeling punch happy by chance?
I'm not sure punching through any of these would be helpful.
There is still one last avenue that we didn't go down. We didn't go to the left when we first walked into the first cave.
Shall we go back there?
Bye, Marcelin.
You see a cave that heads to the north and one southwest.
Oh boy.
You see another slimy pool, this time surrounded by a large orange crystal.
Does anybody have any better ideas than me trying to get this thing to ignite with, like, Eldritch Blast? Like, maybe it needs a magical jump start to open these doors. That's the only thing I can think of.
Did anyone look for a control panel underneath the thing it's sitting on?
No, I did not look for a control panel underneath. I think somebody who can breathe underwater or can hold their breath for a long time should be the one to do that.
Okay.
What?
No, from what I'm seeing, it doesn't look like it should be underwater.
Should
Or is
we
it-
maybe try to evacuate or excavate this goo? Does anybody have the ability to do that?
No.
Just for clarification, DM, you did say that the magic was coming from underneath the ichor and stuff.
It's just like
crystal, correct?
No, it's just like a torch burning underneath the crystal. It's just,
right, but it's not the metal bracket that we see around the crystal that magic's emanating from, correct?
No,
it's underneath.
No, you're looking way more into this than it needs to be.
Okay.
I would not require you to dive underneath this in this situation.
Okay.
Because you know it's only chest deep, so.
Right.
I'm just gonna go and touch the damn crystal.
Okay. As you touch the orange crystal, you see it kind of draw the magic from underneath and illuminate.
Did the orange one have to be touched first?
You never
touch
touched
the
the
green
green one.
Well, I have to touch it in order to cast Identify on it.
I thought you were identifying the magic, the base at the bottom.
Okay. Gotcha.
Someone go and check to see if anything happened.
We'll go back.
I'll stand there with my hand on the crystal.
Okay. All right. Go back.
Take 6 lightning damage.
Nope.
No, it's whatever.
I'll drag you down there, Bishop. Nothing happened.
Or the
But
crystal isn't.
But the crystal is big crystal where Bishop you are is illuminated.
So it's glowing. We're on touching it, but the other one's not doing anything.
Correct.
I'm gonna go down to the other crystal and touch it.
Okay. Done. You touch it, and again it draws, and the crystal begins glowing.
Ooh. Do we see anything where we're at?
Nope.
Can I touch the orange crystal?
Yeah. Nothing happens.
Cool.
I'm gonna go back to the far north side, over by where Marslin was.
Mm-hmm.
And check that door.
Where that other door was, yes.
Okay. Right. The door is there. It's still sealed.
It's still sealed? Okay.
Yep.
This door's still closed.
I'll ask Annex to touch the green crystal as I'm holding the orange crystal to see if that does anything.
Okay.
I will touch the crystal.
Nothing happens.
Nothing happened.
I'll go down and grab Bishop then. You say, hey, nothing happened to the doors.
Just anywhere you gonna go.
Yep.
I will
That's
let
as far as
Marslin
my
know
brain
that there
works.
was no change to the door to the north, and that Annex and Quentin just said there's no change to the doors in the center.
Okay.
So I don't know if you want to regroup, Marslin.
Sure.
Okay. We'll say everybody's regrouped right here.
Just to confirm, when they each let go, the crystal stopped glowing, right?
Yes.
Okay. And we've said that we cannot move the crystals, or they're bolted to the thing, bolted to the floor. Like the small ones next to the door, okay.
Yep.
Bishop, can you touch this orange orb here?
I'll touch it.
Nothing happens?
Nope.
Okay. Yeah, I have not a clue.
Just out of curiosity, did we check the northern corridor over on the orange crystal side and see if it matches the one on the right for a door?
We did not.
Okay.
And it does.
And it does? Okay.
Yes.
As a side note, did we leave Gutrender on the ship?
No, he's in a pond.
He's in a puddle.
Yep.
Okay.
Bishop and Marsden, when you guys touched the crystal, did the crystal feel like it could be moved up or down or anything?
Justin?
No.
Do these crystals feel like they can be moved?
No.
Left to right?
You said they were pretty solid, right?
Mm-hmm.
Did they pour the ooze into the basin or just on top of the crystal?
I didn't think there
On
was a
top.
basin.
There's no basin.
Oh, I thought you said they were in a basin.
They're in a hole.
On a pedestal.
Yeah, just a little pedestal.
Was that no that
Can-
the crystals can't move left or right in the center room either?
That's correct.
I can't pick the whole pedestal up.
No, it's definitely like embedded into the stone.
When they touched the crystal and the crystal started glowing, did the ooze around them start glowing?
No.
DM, stupid question.
Yeah.
If I cast a spell that normally does damage, but I choose to do no damage, I can do that, correct?
Not with a spell.
Not with a spell? Like if
Yeah,
the spell
it's-
does damage, can I
yeah.
choose that it does minimum damage?
No.
Oh boy.
Okay.
There's something so minor that y'all are missing.
Give me an investigation check.
What are you investigating?
I don't know. You tell me.
Whatever we're missing. That's what we're investigating. Whatever that little thing is that we're missing.
Unfortunately.
Can I insight check this puzzle?
Unfortunately.
I'd like to use passive perception to figure out what we're missing.
Can
No,
I deceive the
DM,
door
we
into
have-
opening?
We have gone through every visible entrance to the cave, correct?
Have you?
No, that's what I'm asking. Like, there
Can we go
isn't
in the
a
other
corridor that
nostril?
we've missed, right?
Maybe.
Marzelin, you've been drawing this place out. Is there a path that we haven't gone down yet?
I'm gonna look at my map. Have we missed anything?
From where you came in, there was a small cavity to the west that you did not traverse down.
We're gonna go to that.
Oh, okay. So there were two lefts, guys. That's what we missed. There was two lefts.
Well, let's not get ahead of ourselves. I don't know if that's.
You find a small green crystal on a pedestal.
I can't see shit. Can I move this crystal at all?
No, it's just like the others.
Okay, so seeing that, Marcelin, you stay here. I'm gonna go get in the green muck one, and I'm gonna touch it, and then I will shout back for everybody.
Okay. Is everybody traveling together still?
I don't think so.
Okay, guys.
Maybe like a sentry point to be able to relay,
Okay,
but
so we'll say, well, Bishop and Marsden, did you guys stay in that stuff?
Okay, guys.
maybe like a sentry.
Whoa,
Oh,
what's happening?
Yeah, that's crazy, Echo.
No, I think they said they came back to the center.
Did everybody come back to the center?
That's where we would have met. Yeah.
Okay. Then Marsden goes, you find the crystal, you come back, you're all in the center.
Right.
Okay.
And so I'm saying I will go touch the green crystal down south again. Somebody go look at that one where we first entered and see if something happens. And I will shout back to everybody once I've touched it.
Well, I mean, it didn't do anything with the other two.
Right.
So you're going to do that, Marslin.
Yep.
Since you saw that crystal, you're going to go check that one. Is that what you're doing?
Yeah. Wait, I thought I was staying at that one, and somebody else was going to go.
No, he just said that we all came back to the center.
Okay. Yes.
And
yeah.
conversed.
Yes.
So yes. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Marslin, when you walk around the corner, that crystal is slightly glowing.
Whoa!
I'm touching it.
You touch it? Okay.
Yeah.
For those of you who stayed there, you see the green crystal on the west illuminate.
And actually, there, touch it.
I will touch it.
Okay. You hear something go.
But not the door in front of us.
Nope.
Did I hear it or did Marslin hear it?
Annex heard it.
Annex and Quentin heard it.
Okay, but neither I on the far east side of the cave or Marslin, who's on the far west side, heard it.
Nope.
Okay.
Oh, the one that doors in front of us open then?
No, it was probably that single door that isn't near anybody.
That's what we were trying to figure out, but he's... But there's two single doors, right?
There's four.
Yep. There's two single doors. Yep.
Two single doors.
It's a double door basically.
Okay,
Yep.
This is a double door. Gotcha.
And neither of the two in front of us opened up.
Nope.
Okay, I'm gonna walk down. Where did it sound like it came from? The left side or the right side?
The left side.
Okay, I'm gonna walk down the left side to the other door. And if there's a crystal, I'm just gonna touch it.
To the other door, what, up the north side here?
Yeah, down the left, up the north.
Okay. That door is still sealed.
But it came from the clicking sound came from the left side.
Left side of where you're at, the left side of the double door. Right here.
Okay, I'll push the door open then. Just
It does
try
not
to. I don't know.
Oh my god. I go back to the boat.
Okay.
Fuck this.
It's like... Anax, take your hand off the crystal. Do we hear another clicking?
I remove my hand.
No. And anything that moved before must have stayed in position.
Was there another cave along the left side we didn't see?
There were two single doors on.
I went to the single
orange
door,
side,
and he said
Right.
nothing changed.
but nobody went to the single door on my side.
Yeah, but he also said the sound came from the left side.
Right, he did.
I mean, I'll go check the other door to check it.
It's still locked.
Was there a little side cove along the right side anywhere?
Was there?
I'm asking if I just walked down that way.
It is really hard for us to see.
Yeah, this is absolute garbage.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
black to us.
we can't
Like,
we can't see anything on here. Like
I
it's
can't
very
see
very
any.
difficult.
Yeah.
So I'll go up the new cave, the new side entrance if I just found one. Like even what's exposed. Oh look, an orange crystal. I'm gonna
I still
yell.
don't see it. Whatever you're talking about, the new
You-
orange crystal, I still don't see it.
Technically, you probably shouldn't because I'm
Right.
there, right? I'll yell back at Bishop or NX to go touch the orange crystal in the ooze, and then someone else stay.
I will go touch the orange crystal and use.
Okay. So you catch Bishop as he's like walking out of the cave because you can peek out the other side. When he touches that, Gwenton, your crystal illuminates.
Touch it.
Okay. Anaximander, you see the crystal on the other side of the room illuminate.
I touch it.
With that, both doors and they open up.
The madness is over. Come up here.
All right, if
Madness
I
is
heard
not
him, I'm
over.
walking back out of the ooze.
going to stand in the door and put a rock in front of it.
I think you're fine there, Anax.
That only took us an hour.
Okay.
Yeah, right.
The door opens. All right, you heard him say that, and then Justinian, you moved.
Okay. Yep.
As
I
soon as
rejoined the
Justinian
party if I
moves,
heard.
the doors close straight in front of you, and Axeman.
Oh boy.
The door's closed.
Somebody control Z.
Okay. I walk back over and I touch the green crystal.
But when I walked away, I was fine,
Open.
right?
No, it's same thing. Whenever anyone walked away, stop touching their crystal, the doors close.
Okay, so everyone stay whichever crystal you're touching. We need more members for this shit.
You don't.
Where the hell's Fishman?
And Axeman, what are you doing?
Wait, both doors are open?
Yeah, as long as
they-
everyone's touching a crystal, they're open.
But if anyone takes off any, then both
Yes.
doors close.
Yes.
But that's the thing is we don't have enough party members to be touching all
Go
6
in,
crystals.
and there's 2 crystals inside. I bet
don't
you
know
we have
that.
to touch those. That's true, I don't. Because Anax is there.
I'm going to walk in the door.
Okay.
What do I see?
You see a green crystal and a yellow crystal just inside the door.
I'm going to touch them.
All right. You've got your hand on both of them.
I don't know what I'm doing. I got my hand on another crystal.
I'll try to let go of mine.
The doors stay open.
So technically I wouldn't know that, right?
Nope.
I'll walk up, and as long as I see the doors open and see him holding 2, I'll holler back for the other 3 to let go of their crystals. And wait a second.
And
Okay,
actually,
I let
are you
go.
keeping hold of yours?
I let go of mine.
I believe Anax is holding his.
Okay.
And then as long as the doors don't close and he's holding them, I'll tell everyone to come back. Holler, yell, scream.
Allah.
Holler back there.
Okay. Get everybody in here. Yeah, I can't really do anything about the map darkness. I set it as dark, and it's doing what exactly?
Yeah, it's just, it's so bad.
It's very dark. Yes.
Okay, roll here. What do we see past
Okay.
him?
All right. Okay,
Another
inside the
riddle.
room, you see 2 statues flanking an altar with a. It's one of the bases that you've seen with these crystals, but it's devoid of a crystal itself.
Interesting.
Do we think this is where the crystal we were given goes? Like, that's a group.
Fair enough. You know what?
I will-
Might as well try.
I'll pull it out. Does it look like any of the other crystals that we
It does.
put it in the basin?
Okay. You place the crystal in there, and you feel the ground shake. You're shaking around. You kind of steady yourself. And Axeman, you let go of the crystals as you try to steady yourself. The doors shut. The room grows silent, and a form appears before you, spiritual and ethereal, and just kind of stands before you. Welcome. I am Ignia. And that's where we're going to end tonight.
You're much smaller in person.
Huh.
Sorry, we're inside your nostrils.
Yeah.
Do a good
act-
old-fashioned farmer blow to get rid of us.
Yeah, actually, I looked at a cross section of a sinus cavity, and that's how I built the caves. So that's actually a sinus cavity layout.
Nice.
I called it.
Oh, so that's snot.
Yeah. I called that too.
Yeah.
From the beginning. I'm like, where in her nose?
Figure probably was.
I really didn't expect that that
It's a
map.
puzzle.
It's a puzzle.
First off,
and it's
it's a
this
puzzle.
group. Read the room. You
I
know
am
better.
reading the room.
Then you should have known better.
There
That
should
one
be
wasn't-
instructions on like the door everywhere. Step 1,
That-
go here, touch crystal.
Or some sort of lore as to how the puzzle works.
If
you
we
know.
could see the cave structure, would have been better.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I did what I could with what was generated, but
Yeah.
Like-
It's unnaturally dark
It
from
is.
the other ones you've done.
well,
Yeah.
Well, that is because when I built it, there's a selection to choose daylight or nighttime as the general map darkness. Well, it's like, well, it's a dark cave; it should be
Nighttime,
Nighttime.
which makes sense.
But when you reveal it, it stays extremely dark. So that becomes a whole issue. So I didn't realize that. So now I know.
Yeah.
Not to use that unless it's outside at night time. So yeah. It wasn't that bad. Mike's like, I just go back to the ship. I'm done.
I'm done with this shit.
So
Oh yeah, because you said I was going.
Bishop wasn't the only
Faintly.
one. I was about 10 seconds away from being like, you know what? This universe deserves to die if it's this complicated.
that is
like,
definitely a choice you could make. So, yeah. Well, thanks everybody for coming out. We'll be back next week. We'll be here Wednesday with something. Might be more. Wow, I don't know. Whatever the group decides.
Y'all have been addicted to WoW.
It's been a thing. Good to see Defect here. He come by. We just we were just talking about him not long ago, and we missed him. And I looked up. I saw there was an Instagram there that I gotta pick up. I'll get with Tone. I saw.
Also,
pick it up.
Cuddles did redeem something for Justinian to give him a spell slot back.
Okay.
Defect
And he did
redeemed God's blessing. I did. He redeemed the one for me as well, and I got like 20 gold.
okay, so I got back the one spell slot I used.
Yes.
Thank you.
And defects was like one random user gets advantage. Now, random player gets advantage on their next save, ability check, or attack, and it does include saving throws.
Okay. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we'll roll a d10 to see who gets that, just in the order we're looking at on the screen here. Starting with left side down, Justinian 1 and 6, etc.
Mm.
All right. It is 6, so Justinian, you get advantage on your next ability, save, or attack.
All right, thank you.
Nice.
Good deal.
And then
but
you've
yeah.
got that going too, Bishop, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I have. Yep.
So thanks everyone for coming out. We appreciate it. Back in the saddle again, moving forward with the story. Pretty excited about this one, but we're going to close out for now. And until next time, we will see you in the dungeon. There's only one way to go out like this.
In the shadows of the night, where demons haunt and fright, everyone stands afraid to fight against the evil. But there are those that stand alone.